All right, it's time for the paper review now, and we have, as usual, joining us, communication and leadership strategist, Dr. John, in the studio. Dr. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you had a great weekend.
Yes.
All right, we'll begin straight off with a punch. Resign since you can't fix economy. Atiku tells Buhari, of course, President Buhari, over the weekend, actually, admitted that the economy was in bad shape.
Yeah. You know, I think at this point in time, it is unnecessary for anybody to call the president to resign because the election is just how many months away from now. So you need to, if actually you want a change of leadership, I think the best thing for you is to wait for the election, which is going to happen, give or take, by February.
The election is right around the corner. Okay. Government records 3 trillion naira revenue shortfall in 9 months. Access Bank to close acquiring close to acquiring Diamond Bank. Of course, Diamond Bank has been, refuting claims out there.
Yeah,
that,
before now that everything was okay.
It looks like we're inching more and more towards it. Now, this bold one, on Friday, there was a tanker situation on the Otedola bridge, that caused a disaster in June of this year. Thankfully, we were spared that grief. Okay, now there's another incident here, somewhere around the same Lagos-Ibadan Expressway around the Sherry, Ogun State.
You see, I've said it repeatedly that the problem we have in this country is not about new law, but we need new logic to implement some of our laws. I remember the other time that there was a law, at least within Lagos, that these people should not move within a certain period of time, I think during the daytime. But again, you drive in Lagos this morning, I've seen a lot of them. So how about executing some of these?
Like it's a risk for any Nigerian driving along this axis on a daily basis.
Of course. Okay,
Buhari clocked 76 today. Jonathan Akeredolu, hail him. Well, we'll say happy birthday to Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Africans have underestimated their potential and talents. That's according to VP Osinbajo. Ogun APC undecided over allegation against governorship candidate Dapo Abiodun. Of course, the allegations that it has to do with NYSC. This NYSC thing is becoming.
you see, at a point when the issue of national service started, everybody saw it as a national thing, and everybody wanted to participate.
But some people
it got to a point that class came in. For those people, especially for those people who studied abroad, they never saw the reason why they will have to come home and serve. Unfortunately, it's becoming an issue. That is the power of one person. If one person decides to do something that is good, because if we had not had an investigative report on this, maybe we will not be taking it seriously. The fact is that this man actually went to the university, but he did not serve.
Well, didn't it cost the finance minister?
Exactly.
And even the NCC, what's it called, the communications minister. That's one of the reasons why APC actually disqualified it.
All right, let's move to the Nation newspaper now. 2019, APC fumes as PDP alleges plot to rig election. PDP says ruling party can't raise campaign council. APC were running on records. Well, the point there is it is a back and forth thing, and people are saying concentrate on what you were promising Nigerians. We heard at the time one of the parties accused the other of plotting to bring in hackers from Russia, and the other saying no, the other political party is planning to bring in people from Niger Republic and Chad and Sudan to come and vote. You understand?
You see, we've always talked about politics of issues. Unfortunately, globally now, I think people are leaving issues to tackle personalities globally, politically, if you look at it. But our case seems to be worse because these people have a lot of things to play with. They have religion to play with. They have ethnicity to play with. So at every point in time, it's going to be exceedingly difficult, if not practically impossible for us to get to a point where politicians will actually deal in real issues. So we'll continue to see this back and forth.
We hope we'll get there somehow. Suspected female robbers in gun duel with police. This happened in Ogidi in Anambra State. IG warns men against roadblocks, and pressure on CJ, that's the Chief Justice or Chief Judge. Chief Justice or Chief Judge, to probe governors. And Jonathan SGF, Fashomi, others greet Buhari at 76. Now, how Nigeria can access Africa's $12 trillion, and that's former President Olusegun Obasanjo is revealing that. And he's saying Nigeria should be able to sign the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement to make them access that fund.
Well,
And
a lot of people are questioning whether that agreement would actually favor Nigeria.
Yes.
yeah, exactly. Nigeria didn't sign that, and all the African countries have been calling on Nigeria to sign the agreement.
It was a major debate issue at the vice presidential debate.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the Daily Trust. Years after non-takeoff of Hyperdeck and NEDC, National Assembly is set to create new commissions. Okay, how will these new commissions help?
I doubt, because at a point in time I told you one Monday that it got to a point that the federal government was so confused that they wanted to actually merge some of these government parastatals and agencies. So some of these commissions at this point in time will only make governance more complex, and I don't think we need complexity in our governance structure. We already have enough of it now, and that's why some of these things are not working. Because even the man sitting on the seat of the president, it doesn't matter whether it's Buhari or any other person, cannot seem to have a grab on the structure, because it's just everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. CBN spends $11 billion on Forex this year on all the interventions. $11 billion is what it has cost.
You see, I think it's about time for us to change our tactics. Because if you look at the way our Naira has been, if not until 1986, the Naira did not, a dollar did not get to cross to 2 Naira. In 1986, it became 2 Naira. But the major challenge we had started in 1993. That was a Naira was a dollar was 17 Naira in the official market, but it moved to 22 Naira at the black market. And since that time, the gap has been so wide. By the time we hit 1996, it was already close to 50-something Naira, and it remained 21 Naira on the official market. As at 1999, let me remind you that even Naira was less than. In the official market, it was still around 21 Naira. But in the black market, it has moved to 80 to 90 Naira. So if we do not bridge this gap, we'll continue to be sending some of these interventions here and there, and it's not just going to produce results.
Retired police commissioner and wife assassinated in Imo State. We hope this will be investigated to unravel the reasons why they were taken out, unfortunately. And 2019, no diaspora voting. INEC insists we can't be spare tires. Local government vice chairman are saying.
even the chairman, you know when they call themselves executive chairman, sometimes I just laugh. There's nothing executive in the local government chairman, because the governors have taken over their duties.
All right, well, in the eyes of the law, they're executive chairman. The Point is the next paper now. 2019 polls, mixed reactions trailed INEC's romance with transport unions in Nigeria, and say we must be wary of good boys and their masters. We're ready for free and fair elections. INEC, you know that the NURTW assist with moving INEC equipment or
with logistics
here and there. But INEC is coming up with very good ways of tracking them to know where they are and how they're moving on. So I think Nigeria should
ensure they don't compromise the process.
Do you know the cost of the fare? Because over time, you discover that these boys are, or men, as you may call them, are the ones that politicians employ, especially the people in power. They are the ones they rely on. That is why they continue to cause trouble. Was it last 2 weeks, one wanted to burn down a vehicle at Oshodi there. And you are asking yourself, why is it that the government cannot deal decisively with these people? They cannot, because of the issue of second time. They know they will still need them.
Yeah, but the point is, INEC is looking and watching. Anyone who compromises, I believe, INEC is going to really clamp down hard. 5 top banks reduced loan exposure by 876 billion naira in third quarter. And we're tired of failed promises. Stakeholders tell political parties, certainly. This is a message from Nigerians. And all right, traders, firms grown over multiple taxation in Imo.
All right, to the New Telegraph, my last paper this morning. INEC raises the alarm over foreigners with voters' cards. How is that possible?
It is possible because when they came in,
foreigners have voters cards.
Have you
Are
been
they
to our
naturalized foreigners that we're talking about here?
Do you even know the difference between a Nigerian?
Don't have any stake.
Do you even know the difference between a Nigerian
and a foreigner? Okay, good question. Kidnappers abduct students and lecturer. Others demand 30 million naira ransom. Lecturers, how we escaped. Airpeace, passenger recounts cabin pressure loss ordeal. Plane undergoes scrutiny, declared unserviceable. Well, of course, the Airpeace actually responded, publicly, saying, well, this is a normal thing, you know, depressurization,
It's
you
a
know,
common
happens
thing
all
in
the time.
Having
aviation.
more planes all over the place is very
it's
normal.
a normal.
But they've ordered for 10 new Boeing 777, so we hope. All right.
Okay, new device can detect Alzheimer's earlier, according to a report there. And the two gentlemen in the boxing ring, and of course, Zikiti here, Fahimi knocks out Oni. Okay.
Okay, the last paper this morning now is the Daily Times, and taking proactive step, CBN OK's Access Bank's takeover of Diamond Bank. A move triggered by Diamond Bank directors' approach to Access Bank for intervention. Not true. We'll send statement to media on Monday morning. Diamond Bank is responding, so we hope to see hear that statement this morning.
Many people have a reason to believe, because first, a Diamond Bank has always been an international bank, but now I think they applied, was it last week or some weeks back, to be a national bank. So when you have such an application and a change, then it's going to cast doubt on whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, National Assembly leadership helpless as workers begin a 4-day strike today.
And there are concerns about how that will affect the budget.
The budget presentation by the president.
Yeah, you know, there was a report by one international medium that says that if the poor people that live very close to rich men may likely die young. You know why? Because they see the rich men every day drive past and all that. And that's what may likely happen to the staff of National Assembly. If you are supposed to get your major distance, you are not getting, and you see an average senator with Agbada is earning as much as 12, 13 million, then it's a problem. So I doubt whether any intervention, except payment for whatever they are demanding, will solve the problem. Unfortunately, it's going to have effect on our next year budget.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
let's see how things pan out. Well, we have to leave you here now because of time. Thank you very much, Dotun, for coming on.
It's
the
a
program.
pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Right.